What's up, guys? Jubei here for another Rome 2 online battle. This time I am playing as the Gaul, the Arverni, versus my least favorite thing to fight, the Seleucid. Fortunately, the terrain is in my favor. I generally just do random maps, that way it's even for everybody, and if my opponent doesn't like it, I'll change it. So, I'm basically up against a bunch of fucking thorax troops. Some hillmen in the back, which I never honestly realized. They must have just been slaughtered. He's got shield bearers as a general. That's a wise choice, I feel like. But most importantly, he's got some median cavalry and some light cavalry on this left flank here for me. And I just missed him, but he's got shock troops over here. Two medians, and there they are, Hellenic cataphracts, as well as some scythed chariots in the back, which last time I played Gallic Rome, chariots really scared the shit out of me, so I'm not looking forward to that. I'm going to kind of hold my ground here, because I know he's going to march into these woods. I'm not going to be able to hit him with any of my slings when he's inside the woods, so I am going to hold my ground this time. I'm rocking chosen spears, which I generally keep on the flanks. I got this unit back here. I've got two units of heavy horse in the woods that I pretty much forget about for almost the whole match, which is kind of an okay thing for me because they came in really clutch at the end. I've got some naked boys here with their little man buns, and damn, they must be cold. And I've got Oathsworn out the ass, Spear Nobles as my general for the anti-cavalry tactic radius, and of course the good old sling boys who sling the Lord's work. Now these spears back here, I kind of hold him there. At this point, I'm talking with my opponent, and I'm basically saying, you know, I ain't fucking coming in there. There's no way in hell I'm going into the woods to fight a Seleucid army when I'm gonna rely heavily on my slingers. So I'm gonna try to bait this cavalry. He's not really paying attention to him. I don't want him to turn around his slings start hitting my guys. I tried to just bait him with these heavy horse and let him know, you know, I have some cavalry and I'm going to put him in these woods here. Now, a lot of people think, oh yeah, if you put your cav in the woods and you hide them, or a unit in the woods and you hide them, you know, your enemy still knows where they're at. That's true. However, a lot of people, when it gets down to the nitty gritty and you're really just trying to, you know, figure out what the fuck is going on, you're micromanaging all this shit, you having a unit in the woods that they cannot see is going to help you tremendously. Now, a smart player will know that, and they'll keep that in mind, but if they forget, or they just by chance look around the map and they don't see it, and they think, oh, that flank is safe, it's going to benefit you tremendously. So he's getting kind of frisky with his cavalry on the sides. He's going to put these out front, and I don't blame him. He knows that I'm going to sling them to death. Maybe he doesn't know that. I don't know. I used to not take a lot of missile units, but lately I've been in circumstances where missile units have just been tearing my guys to shreds. I play a lot of barbarians, and this way, when you have this many missile infantry, you can really put things in your favor. You can really kind of control the battlefield in a way that without missile and without cavalry superiority, you never could. So he's moved his cavalry around. He realized that having these two cavalry units over here by themselves, a light and a medium cavalry, they could easily get knocked out. So he's thrown in some Hellenic cataphracts. We're going to speed this up a little bit here. Nothing really great happens for the first little bit. He's going to try to entice me into these woods, and I'm basically telling him, you know, I'm going to hold my ground. You have nothing. There's no reason why I should come over there and go into the woods. So he's going to slowly draw his infantry out. I'm going to hold my fucking ground. I'm going to slowly kind of move up, and I'm really trying to keep these spears and these horses hidden, and I don't want him to flank around behind me. So here we go. Slingers. He's mad about that. He's gonna try to bait me into running away, which I take that, but he's just gonna lose all these slingers to mine. His cavalry's just sitting here. which I understand. I mean, cataphracts, you don't want to move cataphracts around a lot. They're just going to get wrecked. Now, he's going to try to push me with this median cavalry, but anytime you do that to an archer unit and you don't commit, you should know that you're going to take shit for that. You're going to get hit. Fortunately, my slings were not good enough to take out us. Oh, one. We got one here. But if you did that to Persian archers or a really good missile unit, that shit would not fly. You would pay dearly for that. So I'm going to refocus on these slingers. I'm going to go ahead and try to just pin them down. He's going to get frisky with his cavalry, which I understand. I'm going to try to take some pop shots. And I do damage a couple of them, but no kills. But I want to make him pay for moving these troops around. And I get these guys the fuck out of here. I'm sure he remembered. He's not a terrible player. Anybody who doesn't spam elephants when playing Seleucid is not a terrible player. So he's going to commit his cavalry here, but unfortunately for him, he paid for it. He paid for it bad. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. And I know many of you know these things, but to a player who just got started with this game or has not really had a lot of online battle experience, that's helpful shit to know. And me telling it to myself also makes me more aware of it. So he did get some good kills with the slingers. These guys are just fucking pussies, and they're just gonna waver, which is fine. As long as they sling all their rocks, I don't give a damn what happens to them. I'm gonna mitigate these eastern slingers. They're absolutely gonna go down. Speed it up here and see what happens. He's still not taking his infantry out, and at this point I realize, you know, there's not long left in the game. Somebody's got to start making moves somewhere, or it's just going to be a pointless stalemate. He's going to go do the same thing I did, try to hide his little cav in the woods, but I'm not going to forget about him. I will forget about my own cav, though. So, we both had enough. We're both ready to get on with the fight. We've had the preliminary skirmish, and I don't think he sees them here. I don't think he does. I think they just hang out in these woods almost the entire match. I'm just so busy focusing on what's going on in front of me that I just forget about them. This cavalry being behind me is never settling. These guys have excellent charge bonus, and they are just going to slam into these thorax swordsmen. And normally I don't like straight up frontline engagements, but I'm pretty confident that my guys can beat these thorax pikemen. I'm gonna do my typical thing. I like to swing a couple units around. Flanking is everything. He's kind of neglecting his cavalry here. They could really be doing some work, but I can't really say shit when I have 2 heavy horse hiding in the woods, but maybe it was for the best. He probably thought I was a genius at the end of the round when I pulled 2 heavy horse out of fucking nowhere. So I'm gonna move my general around, try to get him out of this fire, and I'm gonna try to. I was trying to move Oathsworn around to just kind of push around. A lot of times I overextend them, and they're gonna get hit in the back by these Persian hoplites, which are fucking doo-doo. Look at their little schlong helmets. Like, you think you're gonna beat some Oathsworn? No, no way, not any day. So as expected, after the solid charge from Naked Warriors and Oathsworn, Thorax Pikemen are gonna go down. Don't even need a flank. He's gonna try to put some light cavalry in this fight. I've got my heavy horse, which should not have happened. They should not be in that position. Sorry for that. And so these chosen swordsmen got absolutely fucked up. So I'm gonna swing some boys around, try to pick up the slack. Slingers are pretty much out of ammo. At that point, they're pretty much useless other than flanking. He's going to get a nice charge. Nice charge. But the problem when you do that, when you two cavalry units at the same time, you know, you're just, that's not effective. The first one's going to hit good. These Persian garbage hoplites get answered. And I forgot about these peltas, but this is really what I'm worried about. These boys right here are about to do their god's work. That's just bad. That's worse than a Volvo hitting you in the back. And I'm just like, oh god, I'm taking peltas fire. And you know, of course I'm getting my archers chewed up in the back by Hellenic cataphracts. But he's moved them around way too much, and they're winded now. So these, oh my god, these chariots are just gonna mow down all this shit. But he got them too stuck in. You can't stick them into these big formations like that. You really gotta keep them moving. Keep them moving and out of archer fire, and they'll last the whole game. And I had one round where I saw a chariot with like 700, 800 kills. That's insane. So I'm doing a little bit of a bait and switch here. I'm going to have these slingers move back while mine just kind of sling into the back of them. Still got my heavy horse in the woods. Haven't even fucked with him. He's going to withdraw some of his cavalry and just try to regroup them. And this fight in the middle is pretty wrapped up. He's probably going to lose his general here. As you can see, they're in even combat right now, but once these thorax swordsmen break and they get hit in the back by, oof, I don't remember this. Oh man, but my swords stopped them at the last second. And like I said, he's putting those two cavalry units at the same time charging. It's not good. These cavalry have to have a wind-up time. They can't just charge from point-blank range. And I realize that my heavy horse is there, and now he's like, oh shit, where did that come from? You know, this could have gone either way at this current moment, especially with the amount of cavalry he has left. But I really put the boots down on him. I've got some chosen swordsmen who routed in the back. I need to get back up. And this heavy horse is going to kind of just lead these already very tired cataphracts around. They're not going to be able to keep up with it. I'm going to go ahead and try to move these spears over as fast as I can and drop some anti-cavalry tactics. And the slingers at this point, you know, I'm just like, fuck them. What are they going to do? Oathsworn, they're very tired, fighting against, thorax swordsmen. They're just gonna rout. Cataphracts, dude, they're just too tired. They can't do that prolonged combat shit. And that's a fucking wrap. That's bad. That's bad for them. Granted, I deployed with quite a few more troops than them, but still, I normally have a big problem with Seleucid, but this time the Arverni won. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Catch you next time.